I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous for this one. We got 6 epic modern Grail key books ready to go on this latest Mail Call Monday. So buckle up, stay tuned. Ooh, I'm nervous. Holy sheet. Here we are. It's Mail Call Monday, and I'm nervous. Knees weak, palms sweaty, mom spaghetti, all that jazz here. We have gotten another CGC box back in lickety split time. We're going to talk about this for a hot minute as people start rolling in the chat before we get into this unboxing. We're also allowing some other people to wrap up, and we're also pulling some data. We've got a producer for the show tonight. She is backstage. The CEO of the Comic Dojo is down here banging it out. Wait, shit. I mean, can we edit that? I don't know. Let's see if we can edit that. Holy shit. Here we go again. Take number 2. We're going to get into this chat while everybody filters in. Everybody wraps some stuff up and everybody comes in tonight. Like I said, the CEO of the Comic Dojo is down here banging it out. I mean, it's Monday, isn't it? Christ almighty. Let's get into this chat. What's good, everybody? What is out? Stop man's in the house. What up? What up? This box right here has got me sweating. It's got me nervous. Holy moly. How is it going, man? Monday equals fun day in the Comic Man Andy Dojo, and it certainly is down in the Comic Dojo. We're banging it out, all right. Monday's gonna Monday so hard. Mishu Seaman, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Paul Dunn says, heyo. Let's talk about this box in just a minute here. Flap that like button. It's flap, flop, flippity, flop, flop, flippity, flap, flap to the flop, flop. Hip, hop, hippity, hop, hop. Oh, getting ready. Now we are getting ready. That's what she said. We are pushing back just a little bit tonight. When we get CGC unboxings, and we're going to do them on Mail Call Monday, we're going to push them back just a little bit. Like I said, so the CEO of the Comic Dojo can be here to hang out. What?
Don't say banging out again.
I did not say banging out again. I mean, come on now. You put when you
a family show.
This is a family show. Christ. All right. Zoomy little fist bump action for a Monday right here. You guys are here for the live, uncut, edited down to the Comic Dojo. Thumbs down to thumbs up. Miss your bearded face. I will be there tomorrow. Oh boy, absolutely. Holy moly. Nick the Comic Nerd, thanks for being here, man. Good to see you. Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them. Yeah, that song stuck in my head as well, man. Thumbs out, pinkies out. Some Bill and Ted's Adventure quote. Absolutely. Mojo Quid, thanks for being here. Good to see you. How's everybody's week starting off? I hope everybody else had a decent Monday. I had a very nervous, very awkward Monday getting ready for this. Holy moly. The cat is here as well. What is good, Big Lion Cat 646? Wait, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to check out his content, his channel. Everybody, actually. Big Lion Cat does some auctions. Nick the Comic Nerd does weekly poll stuff too. Everybody check everybody out. Speaking of checking everybody out, make sure you check out the Drew Manchu on TikTok. Yes, TikTok. I am not up with the times, but I've seen Drew Manchu share stuff out. He's been on TikTok quite a bit. It's good to see him on there. Love catching his shorts on there. Station Andy, to the rest of you guys, absolutely. One Shot Comics is here in the house. Don't forget, House of L Comics, Don Davis. Once again, thanks for being here. Michael, good to see you. What's up, everybody? Thanks for being here. Holy chat jump. We're going to get through this here as quickly as possible while still paying homage to the comic community for everybody for being here. Skeff's Comic Knowledge says, wow. He's looking at that box. He's checking out Andy's package, and he said, wow. Absolutely. Comic Man Andy, K. Titus, Konnichiwa from the land of the rising sun, Japan. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. Hopefully everything's good on your side of the globe. What is she banging? A chair and the laptop over there. She's producing. She's producing down in the Comic Dojo tonight. Absolutely. Seawater 19's in the house. What is good, man? Holy moly. Hi, Comic Man Andy's wife, says Mark. Oh, boy. Warlord's in the house as well. Holy moly. I'm going to have to we're going to keep rolling here. Thunder House Design. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Big Lion Cat says, hey, Seawater 19. Come on, Mama's in the house. What's going on, everybody? What kind of spiciness is happening here? Anything can happen down in the Comic Dojo. I tell you what. Absolutely. We got, holy moly. Just bought a Galactus. This is all I can afford. Drew Manchu dropping the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. We'll leave that highlighted for just a minute. I haven't figured out what to do with super chats. I don't know. We'll figure something out. You got to figure it. I'm still learning all this stuff. It ends up somewhere, but it's somewhere where we say thanks. Absolutely. Down home from the comic community. Comic Drew with $4.99 super chat. Absolutely, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I hope you guys are pumped. Hope you guys are amped. We've got some bread flavored water down here. A little sippy sip. Got to keep those pipes wet, right? I mean, don't laugh at me. Stop. You're not going to be allowed down here if you're going to keep laughing at me.
I'm laughing with you.
Sup, Andy and the CEO. Absolutely. Don't say you're laughing with me because you can clearly tell you're laughing at me. God, we're going to have to edit the hell out of this. Wait. Oh, we're live. Hey, come on, mama. Kate Titus says, hey, what's up? What's going on? Meow, meow. Absolutely. Stop, man. Getting yelled. I'm getting yelled at. That happens. That happens in the comic dojo because I am not the sensei down here tonight. Warlord, absolutely. White Whale Comics says, hey-o, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Is everybody else getting as nervous as I am? We're getting so much closer to opening up this box as we roll down this chat. Look at Andy and his huge package. Why can't you say that? Don't worry about the dogs, but I mean, why can't you say that?
I tell you that all the time.
I mean, come on now. What's going on, Big Line? Come on, Mama says, absolutely. K Titus is the man, absolutely. Don't forget to Hulk Smash and Wolverine slash that like button. Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for being here and doing that. Speaking of the Comic Dojo CEO, there she is. What's up? Stop showing me your wiener. Look at that. Look right down there. There's your wiener. Just right there. Yep. There's the little wiener right there. She's cute, though. All right. Nemesis Prime says, let's go. So, yes, let's go. Let's get on this right away as soon as possible. Holy chat jump. There are so many people here tonight. I am so pumped for this. Karate in the garage time. Absolutely. Open the box up. We're getting there, man. Got to pay homage to everybody showing up in the chat because there he is. People Perry's People's in the people chat. Perry Comics says, hola. He's not underneath the desk. He's not to the right. He's not to the left. He's in the chat. Make sure you're checking out Perry's Comics YouTube channel and the reactions that he does. Bearded Comic Bros in the house. Sup, Andy? How's it going, man? Oh, man. Carlito Classico. Fist bump. Your book is up next, coming up here soon to CGC. Absolutely. I can't wait for that one. Holy moly. Who else is in here? Everybody's saying, get into the package. Stacy, thanks for being here. I will not throw any awkward shade your way. Where's Panda speaking? Los, what's up, man? What is up, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to keep rolling. This is going to be as awkward as I could possibly make it. Bound, thanks for being here. You're the best. I'm a Saga fan as well. Hey, Saga, extremely rare Saga book coming up in this box. We're getting to this end of this chat stream here just a second. We'll get into this because holy moly, something's killing the children forever is in there. Oh my God, yes, this is going to be epic. This is going to be absolutely epic. She would be lying. Oh wow, the energy from everyone is amazing tonight. Absolutely great energy, especially coming from the CEO down here in the dojo. I am pumped. I am masking my nervous energy. This is crazy. I am so nervous right now because there's a G Money. Great to see you. Thanks for being in here. Holy moly. John's Comics with Kids. I'm here now. We can start. Absolutely. Sorry, I'm very proud of my wiener dog. Yes, you should be very proud of your wiener dog. She is super cute. Who else is hanging out here? No Good Comics is in the house. Thanks for being here. If I miss anybody, I apologize. I will keep checking this out to make sure I don't miss anybody. This chat is hot. But JP Budget Collecting's in the house. Hey, Bearded. Come on, mama. Thunderhouse. Holy moly. John is live. All right. I can't wait. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Am I ready for this?
Are you ready for this? Holy moly. All right. So there it is. Holy moly. Biggest box we've had in a hot minute. We're getting right into this. I am nervous. So as I spill beer everywhere, let me pull this up real quick. We did 6 books. 6 books went into the submission. 6 books went into this. 3 Something is Killing the Children books. A Saga Comic-Con India variant. Extremely rare, hard to find book. And 2 Canto books. A cover A and the retailer incentive. And shockingly enough, we didn't anticipate this box being back and done until November. November at the earliest. The last CGC submission we were expecting back in October, right? Mm-hmm. That's why we did the Star Wars books, thinking it was going to be October when they came back. because the Book of Boba Fett being released, we wanted those books around the time that show dropped. Thought it'd be really fun to do an unboxing during that. And lickety split, that first one done 27 days. You guys, I don't even know what to say. This submission came back in 21 business days. I am utterly shocked to the point where I'm worried about the grades of these books. I'm absolutely worried about the grades of these books. Received 726. All of these books were cleaned and pressed from Gary at Impressive Comic Book Services. And he did a stellar job. And we got some pictures to show when we get to some of these books. But I am extremely nervous. So this is why I'm really nervous. It makes zero sense, Skeff. You're right that some people are spending months and months and months. And somehow this... I don't know if it's the way, I just can't speculate on this, but look at that. 21 business days, not including weekends, fast track modern. We're talking less than a month. Less than a month for these books. So we're going to get right into this. And I'll try to remember to peek over here and talk a little bit more into the mic. One of these days I will get a mic mount that actually fits. I love this camera view for unboxings. This is a lot of fun. But the mic mount is back over here, so you guys don't hear any bunch of weird springing and twanging and whatnot. But we're getting into this box. Here we go. Holy moly, there's almost 40 people here hanging out and watching. I appreciate all you very much. This is probably the most anticipated unboxing from CGC that we've got going on, because the last one, they were CPR books, right?
Yeah.
You knew what we were starting with CPR books, and we knew that there was a chance that they were going to either remain the same, go down a little bit, or go up a little bit. So these are all off-the-shelf books, minus the Saga book. The Saga book I ordered online. All right, let's get this out of the way. We're not peeking. But let's see. The Saga book was ordered online. The Saga book is one that you just can't find. You can't find anymore. It's really rare. So I don't know if this is going to come first. Oh, it's the back of the book. Okay. So what fell out? What fell out of the box? Nothing serious? Okay.
No,
nothing fell out. All right.
Cardboard.
So first book up, Something is Killing the Children. Number 1, cover A. This is the copy that I bought off the shelf, read once, put away, and it went to Gary. It went to Impressive Comic Book Services. I felt this had a real shot at a 9.8. I feel pretty comfortable, but I wouldn't be shocked if it hits a 9.6. Why? Because CG, anything greater right now seems to be a coin toss. So what's the last sale? What's the last sale there, CEO, of a 9.8?
9.8 last sale is 956.
956. So the last sale of a 9.8 did drop quite a bit. Asking prices, I think, are still hovering at or above 1,000. But are you ready for this? Everybody watching's waiting on us.
Let's do it.
You ready?
3, 2, 1.
Oh! So a 9.8 it is, which is epic, because what we're starting is a process of going for 9.8s in all of the Something is Killing the Children prints. So the CEO of the Comic Dojo down here doesn't know it, but all of the...
I know it now, I guess.
Now you know it. All of the Something is Killing the Children first prints that we have, we are actually taking those, and we are going to be submitting them to CGC, and we are going to be shooting for a full graded set of Something is Killing the Children. So this is a great start. Holy moly. Yes, I got to do a 9.8 dance. I'll do a 9.8 dance on the edit. We'll do a 9.8 dance on the edit, but that's the first one, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't want to keep everybody waiting, but 9.8, that's exciting. I was pretty sure this is going to hit a 9.8. I would have been sad if it hit a 9.6, but I kind of would have understood, because I opened it and read it once, and once you grab a book off the shelf and read it, you never know what's going to happen. So setting that aside, moving on to the next book without peeking. Looking forward to that dance, Paul says. Luke's Comics says, wow, that is awesome. Boone says, congrats, Andy. Michelle Shed, hey, Mom, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Downright Nerdy Podcast says, boom. So, we're moving right on to the second book. And without peeking, I don't know the grade. You don't know the grade.
I know what book it is.
But we know what book it is right now. So we're getting into the 6th print of number 1. This is probably the second rarest book. I mean, no. Maybe the third. This is in the top 5 rarest printed books of Something's Killing the Children. I was worried about this one. You know why? Gary messaged me back and said that there was absolutely nothing wrong with this book. Said he couldn't find anything wrong with it. And I'm like, really? Seriously? It's like, yeah, it looks really good, man. And I'm like, well, I'm still, all right. You ready? Count me down. Count me down, CEO.
3, 2, 1. Oh!
Oh, 9-8. Okay. So everybody watching, this is not going to be a box full of 9/8s, but these books off the shelf that haven't been read, I'm fairly certain we're going to have a shot at a 9/8. Here we go. 9/8 6 print. So what's our current information on the 6 print of a 9/8 of the 6 print?
6 print last sale was 900.
900. And?
$900.
900. So
$900.
what's the, I don't know what the asking prices are right now, but
let's see, I had it open.
Either way, look at that bling. Oh, bling, bling.
900.
Bling.
755. 969.
So asking prices are pretty still similar right now, right?
Yeah.
So
the 98.
Yes, Thunder House is right. Already a successful box, considering the cleaning and pressing fees and submission fees. Just even that first book cleared all of that. If we were gonna let go of that, and Nick says Andy's perfect package, not quite a perfect packaging. You're doing a lot better on the unboxing than me. Big line. I don't know, man. We gotta see what happens for sure. Luke's Comics. Andy's so happy for those 9/8s. Yes, we are absolutely stoked. These are two of the biggest hurdles right there for that Something Is Killing the Children collection. Now, the sad part is there's two other extremely rare books that I don't think we have it on our budget. But all right, moving right along. We got to keep this nailing it so far, says John. We got to keep moving right along. There's more cardboard. Here's a book. Here's a book. All right, here we go. Okay. Uh-oh. Are you ready?
Oh.
Should we save the saga for last? What do you guys in the chat? We're okay. So the CEO just said,
CEO decision.
said save the saga for last. So don't look at what I'm about to do. I've got to try to tuck this back in. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. All right, I'm tucking this back in. I'm not looking.
Tuck it.
Tuck it. Wait.
Tuck it.
Wait, don't look at my package right now. There we go. Okay, so it's hidden.
Impressive. I can't help but stare. It's impressive.
It may be an impressive package, but that one is hidden away now. Okay, so next book. So Saga, we're showing the Saga last. All right. You know, wait, I think there's paper in this one. No, all right. So, okay, next book up. Next book. Oh, okay. I don't know about you guys, but everybody here watching, the reason why, tuck it hard, Boone says tuck it real hard down in the dojo. The reason why I'm so over the moon excited for this unboxing, let me look at the camera here with you guys to talk over here, is because this is actually the unboxing that we planned for more than a year and a half ago. I talked to Gary a year ago about sending these in, and we just were patient. We waited and waited, and then when turn times didn't get any better, we waited too long, and then I got tired of waiting, and it was time to go. So let's go. Canto #1. What's the last GPA sale on a 9/8 Canto?
9/8 Canto last was 950.
950. How about a 9/6?
9/6. 305.
305. Massive difference there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like 9/6s are underappreciated. We all know that Canto had some serious issues. Canto had serious issues. Ladla Schultze, I hope, is in the chat hanging out with us tonight. Canto had some serious issues, right? 3 major creases along the spine. Gary felt that this book looked really good after cleaning and pressing, but he's like, these Canto books can be a coin toss, right? So count me down, CEO.
3, 2, 1. Whoa.
Wow. Yeah. Off the shelf, never read, pressed and cleaned.
Ooh.
And still a 9/0. This can happen. Oh, that's why I was nervous. This can happen, right? So 9/0 means there are none of those creases are okay. Hey, that's the name of the game, right? Oh, that's pretty shocking. But sometimes how do you react to that,
Wow.
right? Okay, you know the book had massive issues when it came off the printing. There's 3 major creases right down here. you know, this might take a second clean and press to get it to there. And I'm sure that Graders Notes are going to have some information. I mean, I wouldn't know because mine's a 9.8. John says you can't always win them all. Warlord says, I agree completely. And I'm with Martian Comic Hunter that says CPR. I think this is going to be CPR. It was never opened, never read. All it had were the 3 creases right over here. So we're going to take a really serious look at that later. I'm honestly kind of shocked that they gave that a 9.0 though. But Dustin from Two Brothers Comics knows all too well about Canto books and grading. We're going to move right along. Shots fired. Skeff says claim the Canto 9.0. We're going to move right along. So the second Canto book is up next. And this is the one that Gary felt like had a it had a spine tick on this one that Gary's like, this one just isn't fixable. And the spine tick on there was actually color breaking, even with the 3 creases, but he felt this one had a better shot at a 9.6. So this one is probably going to be a 9.4 to a 9.6. Count me down there, boss.
3, 2, 1. Hey!
What?
What the hell?
This is why, see, this is a grading books is a coin toss because this had, so that means that color breaking spine tick is the only issue with this book. For this one to hit a 9.8, the last sale of the retailer incentive was 1,100. I don't know, but I'm flabbergasted that this gets a 9.8 and the other one gets a 9.0. I am seriously flabbergasted and just kind of I don't know what to say because so that means the only issue with that book must have been that spine tick and maybe a little bit of creasing that didn't come out. But for that to hit a 9.8, that's stellar. That's a good recovery in the middle of it. I'm still shocked at a 9.0 on that other Canto though. But we are CPRing that book because that, oh man, we are going to CPR that. So there are 2 books left apparently. What other books did I? We're going to keep moving.
Oh, yeah, too.
Flabbergasted giveaway. Paul Dunn says, wow, the 9.0 grader needed a Snickers bar. Absolutely, Luke's Comics. I am utterly shocked. I'm utterly shocked at that 9.0. I'm not going to say I'm upset. I'm just shocked that.
Yeah.
We're moving right along. We're going to talk more about that at the end of this. We're 22 minutes in. I don't mean to make this a super long unboxing. We've got 2 more books to go. 2 more books to go. All right. So next up. Ooh, yes, I forgot about this. Bam. The Jenny Frison foil, Comics and Oddities. Something's Killing the Children, #1. So this was a thank you to everybody in the Simpleman's Comics Patreon group that discussed this. One of the Patreon members was actually a frequent member of the shop that did this book over in Detroit. And he said, hey, would you guys be interested if I talked to the shop and they said they wanted to do it? Yeah, we would all be interested. And I think a couple of us bought a couple of copies. I only ordered 1. This was like a $30 or $35 book when it came out. What is it sitting now to 9.8? This is the Comics and Oddities foil.
$6.75.
So
last sale for 9.8.
Last sale of $6.75 for a 9.8. There's a chance that this could come back in 9.6. I don't know. Count me down there, boss, because my heart is hurting.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, 9.8 for the foil for the Something's Killing the Children.
You gotta say it. It's a foil.
I love foil. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot that. There it is. So we are 3 for 3 on Something's Killing the Children 9.8s. And that foil is astonishing. You can kind of see why I was a little worried. See the little slight light difference there? There's extremely subtle rippling that some of these foils had. That's literally the only thing wrong with those books. So the fact that they're hitting 9.8 is still a really good indicator that there was nothing else wrong with the books except for that slight rippling. Whew. All right, that's a load off my mind. So we got 1 book left. 44 people watching, and we are coming up on the last book. This last book is not going to be a 9.8. In fact, I thought everything else was going to be a 9.8 except for this last book. So the Canto #1, I'm going to really have to look under a light on that. So this is the last book, and this is probably this is the book I'm most nervous about, all right? This is the book I'm most nervous about. We're going to make some noise here, and we're going to get into this. This is the book I'm most nervous about. Saga, Comic-Con India. I need to figure out how to afford to send in a submission. You live right down the road, White Whale. You live right down the road for them, man. All right. So Saga, Comic-Con India. This is an extremely hard to find variant for Saga. A couple have popped up on eBay recently. They seem kind of fishy, though. They're from India. I don't know what to think. These were hard to find in high grade. These are hard to find alone. Then they were even harder to find in high grade. What grade am I going to guess on Saga? We're going to talk about that right now. So if the boss could bring up picture #1, there is the first picture of that. This is from Gary at Impressive Comic Book Services right there. And then go on to picture 2. The book had issues. The book had major issues when we sent it to him there were lots of pressable defects that could be taken care of. And then picture #3 there shows how Gary was able to get that book looks, Gary did a fantastic job. Move on to the next one. But there were some issues that can't be fixed with cleaning and pressing. And now if you look below that bottom staple, there's color rub and with an issue down there. There are also scratches below the left eye of the figure at the bottom of the page. The book had scratches. The book had color rub. Move on to the next picture. That's the last picture. Okay, go ahead and drop it. So there were issues that the book had that couldn't be pressed and cleaned out. Click on the picture. So I don't know how to feel on this. This book could be as low as a 7. I don't know. Stoutman, I wish it was going to be a 9.4. There are only 2 copies on the census. One is a 9.4 and one is a 9.2. I feel like this one's going to land in an 8.5. So go ahead.
3, 2, 1, go. Hey,
Okay, so I was 8.5. I was pretty on the money with that. So, like I said, we'll talk about this for a minute. This is only the 3rd copy of the Comic-Con India Saga variant to hit the census. And this one's an 8.5. This is the lowest on the census right now. This was the highest grade copy we could find anywhere online for several years. That means this copy will be available for sale if I can find a 9.2 or a 9.4 available for sale, or if I can find another high grade copy available. Let me get this box out of the way. That was a roller coaster of emotions. So yeah, 8.5. We basically asked Gary, we just asked for this book to perform at its peak, what it can do. Let's get the best out of this book and add it to the collection. This is the last Saga book that we needed, the last Saga variant #1 that we needed to complete the collection. So this is it. 2021, this rounds out the Saga #1 collection. The Saga #1 collection is done in graded form. That's a big milestone. So I'm pretty happy that that's at an 8.5 and not below an 8.5. I was really kind of keeping my fingers crossed for like a 9.0 or better, but the book just has too much color rub on the back, and it just has some scratches on the back. It has some things that you can't cope with on cleaning and pressing. So I'm happy that it at least got an 8.5 because that book is extremely rare. There are, I think, 2 available on eBay, and they want almost $300 for raw copies. And the raw copies that they're selling on eBay are in way worse condition than this, with staining and dirt and everything else that's going on. So $300 for a raw copy that's going to hit 6.0 to a 7.0. Man, it's just, if I can ever find a way to upgrade this one from an 8.5 into the 9s or higher, that would be epic. There's the chance of getting this book in a 9.8 is extremely slim. So let's get these up and get these out. And then let's talk about what happened with everybody hang out in the chat because it's Mail Call Monday. We're half an hour in. The unboxing is done. Now it's time to hang out and talk for a bit. For the 40 some odd people. Holy 41 people watching. Wow. We had a blast and man, oh man. Now starting to get every version of Saga number 2. So man, I gotta dig into this Canto. I really gotta dig into this Canto book and find out what they didn't like about it. I know on the submission there's gonna be graders notes for a 9.0. There has to be for a 9.0. That is not. See, I can actually see one of the creases over there on the bottom, still a little bit. But for there to be non-color breaking, there are no color breaks. There are no color breaking spine ticks on this Canto number 1. There's just creases. So that's why I'm extremely shocked to see a 9.0 on that, because none of the creases break color at all. So we'll see. We'll see. But there's just not enough room for all these books at the moment. I mean, the 6th print, though, the 6th print, number 198, is a huge, huge hit. There's not a ton of these on the census yet. If there are, I'm wrong. I haven't looked in a hot minute, but holy moly. Holy moly. There they are. Something is Killing the Children, number 1, cover A, 9.8. Yeah, there's not enough room on the desk. We're going to have to do a different camera setup for that. The 6th print 9.8, holy sheet, that is awesome. So yeah, there's a quick recap. We forgot to do a quick recap. The Canto number 1 came back at 9.0. That's pretty shocking at the moment. If you can see, can you guys look right down there in the black? Can you guys see? You can actually see the creases. The 3 creases are still there. They don't break color though. So maybe this just needs one more round of cleaning and pressing to really get those out. That's possible. I'm actually absolutely over the moon that the retailer incentive hit a 9.8, because this has one tiny, tiny, tiny micro color breaking spine tick on this. That means there's nothing else wrong with the book if it hits 9.8. And then for the Something is Killing the Children, Jenny Frison foil, the Comics and Oddities foil to hit a 9.8 is stellar. The Saga book to hit an 8.5. I knew that book had a lot of challenges and it was going to be tough to get to a 9.0 or better. Gary hit a home run with this, though. Funny fact, if you look at the census for the Comic-Con India books for Saga, there are only 3 of them on there now. This should be number 3. Gary Preston cleaned all 3 of those books. He Preston cleaned all 3 of those books, which is stellar. He handled all of them. So for a book that's so rare, only one person has Preston cleaned all of them, all of the books that hit the census. And then the cover A, number 1, 9.8 is absolutely stellar, because we're going to go for Something is Killing the Children run. Now that we've completed all the number 1s for Saga, we are going for Something is Killing the Children, all of them in 9.8. We are only missing two issues, and I think it's the number 3 print with her in the bathtub. We don't have that one. Either that or it's the 3rd print of number 2. I get the numbers mixed up a little bit. And then we're missing the Deckel. That Deckel one that's like $1,500 or $1,600 for a raw copy. We don't have that. We're missing those 2, and that's it. Comics Misexplained. Thanks for being here, man. 3 creases and a little Andy. Absolutely. Yes. Hey, Canto. It's Canto. Absolutely. So that is probably the most nerve-wracking CGC haul we've done in a while, because they're all off the shelf. I buy a book off the shelf. If I read it at all, it's only once and I put it away. So all of the Something Killing the Children books all came back 9.8. The Canto one I thought was actually going to outperform the RI. And the RI outperformed Canto number 1 by a long shot. We knew the Saga book was going to have some challenges. So how do you wrap this up? We did a recap, right? There's so many slabs sitting here. Oh my God. Michael, thank you, sir. Thanks for being here. Issue 8, Deckel. So Boone has 2 of them. It's issue 8, the Deckel variant. That one came out and my LCS didn't get any. And I missed out on that. So unfortunately, that one blew up before I was able to get a copy or get a cover of that. So it is what it is. Holy moly. I am very, I'm speechless right now. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I am coming down now. I feel like this was an unboxing that was I don't even know how to talk about this right now. Ricky Markstad, thanks for being here, man. Are you going to get you some Star Wars: The Clone Wars #1 signed by anyone? We are not. We're keeping that one as it is. What would Luke Cage's name be if he were a wizard? Luke Mage. Oh, that's a good one. Thanks for being here, man. Get your greasy fingers all over them first. Yeah, absolutely. Well, this Canto #1, I'm going to grease this one up because this is definitely getting CPR'd. This is definitely going to get ripped open because if you guys... Oh, man, I can actually see the crease. You guys probably won't be able to see them. They're still kind of there. This is not uncommon, though, to be honest with you. For Canto #1s to be pressed and cleaned 2 or 3 times to get those major creases out there, not uncommon. But you know what this does tell me? CGC is not giving Canto #1s any leeway for the printing defect. No leeway. If they were giving leeway for that printing defect, this should have been a 9.4 or better. So for that to be a 9.0, that tells me that CGC is not giving the Canto #1s any leeway at all. The Saga Comic-Con India 8.5 is definitely going to get wrapped up in plastic and is going to get hung up with the rest of the Saga books. And we are going to begin the search to upgrade this from an 8.5 to a 9.4. 9.4 is currently the highest on the census. So if you are in possession of a Comic-Con India Saga #1 in a 9.4 and want to sell it, let's talk. Let's talk, seriously. That one could potentially become available as we try to upgrade. The retailer exclusive or incentive, the retailer incentive #1 hitting a 9.8. I'm actually kind of surprised because about right here, about the middle of the tree, there is one micro spine tick that does break color, and that must be the only thing wrong with the book for it to hit a 9.8. And Gary himself even said, hey, look, there's nothing I could do about this. And I'm like, send it, man. I still want the book graded, even if it comes back a 9.6. So, and then the Comics and Oddities foil, Something's Killing the Children #1 coming back at 9.8. Stellar. Absolutely awesome. That's going to get wrapped up and is going to get added to the massive stack of slabs over there. And we are starting that Something is Killing the Children slab run. And that includes the 6th printing of issue #1 in a 9.8. Super cool. Super happy to have that. Because I don't think I've seen many of those floating around. I don't think I've seen many of those floating around raw in an affordable price, really. Because, God, that book got expensive fast. And then the Cover A first printing #1 in a 9.8 wraps it all up nice and neat, which means that we can talk about what our next CGC submission is going to be. And our next CGC submission is going to be all Something is Killing the Children books. There is another copy of #1 up there that has a 9.6 or higher shot at. There is the Jenny Frizen. That's the retailer, the unlocked retailer, I think. There's 2 copies of that up there. And we're going to dig into and create another 10-book lot. Well, not another, but we're going to create a 10-book lot going out to get pressed clean and get submitted into CGC to see what happens with that. Because I don't know about you guys. Everybody else here watching and hanging out. There's still 32 people watching and hanging out as we're rambling and going on. And thank you, everybody that's still here. Do you guys see or feel the same excitement that I do when it comes to CGC unboxings? It was nerve-wracking. I've been on pins and needles all day wondering what was going to happen with the Canto books and the Saga book. The Something's Killing the Children books is like, that's in God's hands. I mean, I bought the books right off the shelf or ordered directly from the LCS. And either didn't read them at all or only read them once and put them away immediately. And I was very delicate with those ones. I had a very good feeling about those. So did Gary. But for those, yeah, I was nervous all day long. That box showed up Friday. That box showed up last Thursday or last Friday. I was nervous all weekend long to see what was going to happen with that. And yeah, the Canto, the Canto book doesn't sit well with me, but I think that's a coin toss with grading sometimes. I think it's just a coin toss with grading. I think that's going to need to be CPR. There's going to have to rip it open. It's probably going to need a couple of rounds of humidification to really loosen that thing up and then to really get that to press out and clean out. We'll see what happens. The goal is still to get a Canto #1 and a 9.8 That's still going to be the goal to hang that up. And that Saga Comic-Con India, we're still going to have to find a way to get a higher grade because those books are just extremely rare. We're going to hold on to what we do have. But let me hit up this chat going back a little bit here. Michael, thank you so much, man. Boone says issue the Decal. He has 2 of them. I know I should not have passed up on that, but when the LCS didn't get any copies, I got distracted and with other shiny things, and you forget about it for a few months. The next thing you know, it's just not available anywhere. Get your greasy fingers all over them first. I just did. Absolutely. Drew Manchu, thanks for being here. Beautiful book for sure. Thank you, sir. And once again, Drew Manchu with the $4.99 super chat earlier. Thank you. Yes, those super chats and super stickers are available on here because you guys did it here in the Comic Dojo, reaching 1,000 subscribers and monetizing the channel. We're going to see where that's going to go in time this summer. We'll see what kind of good we can do with that. Absolutely. Ricky Markstadt, we're not going to get the Clone Wars 1 signed. We're going to leave that as a 9.8 in a blue label because, as you can see, it's a coin toss, and there's a lot of risk with grading, right? What would Luke Cage's name be if it were a wizard? He said Luke Mage. I absolutely love that. I got to remember that one for tomorrow. Skeff said, great show, Andy. Thanks for being here, man. Skeff, when you do another live show, Skeff needs, yeah, I love Skeff's live stuff. I love Skeff's edited stuff too and recorded stuff. Looking forward to the next live one, though. Absolutely, Luke Mage. Absolutely awesome. Andy, I missed the other show you used to do on Monday. You know, the one with C-Word 90. Yes. Yes. Modern Men on Monday nights. I can't wait for us to get back together and do some more reading of modern comic books because that was a blast. Looking forward to that happen again. I might get my Star Wars Clone Wars 1 signed by Ashley. Ooh, very cool, man. If you do that, make sure you post up a video about that. That'd be really cool to see. Tell Stephen Boer to make a Canto variant after I die one day. I mean David M. Boer? Or are you cracking jokes, man? So my copies of Canto that have a 9.8 still have a slight crease. Yeah, that's why we were under the anticipation of the grading companies giving a little bit of leeway to the printing defect. So we're going to pull the grader's notes. And if I can, what I'll do is I'll probably post and clip the grader's notes and add that to the edited form of this because we're at 42 minutes now. There's going to be about a 10 or 12 minute edited version of this for the people that weren't able to hang out for the whole hour-long show. Someone pays $5 for a smart water. It's not working. You're not wrong there. You know, that happens, right? But bread flavored water, just as wet, just as cold. Absolutely delicious. Beautiful Saga. Thank you, Boone. Yes. It's just such a rare book. I'm not upset about it being an 8.5. It was the best copy we could find in 2 years, I think. I think it was in 2 years. That was the best copy we could find. What's the difference between Iron Man and Aluminum Man? Iron Man defeats the villain. Aluminum Man just foils their plans. You're sitting right here. You couldn't just say that out loud?
Everyone needs to hear my terrible jokes.
Yeah, but
the whole community needs to hear the CEO's terrible jokes.
They would hear them just fine if you just said them instead of typed them too. They can hear you.
It was a lot more fun to make you read it out loud.
Oh my, there was a lot. Oh God, John, that's clever. Absolutely, yes, nice. Sarah John says, Scaff, thanks for somebody's killing the children. 12 Peach Momoko 9.8 slab win from your show. Had no idea. Absolutely, G Money. That's good stuff. That is a stellar cover too. Some of those copies are going to be going to CG He. Some of those copies are going to be going to CGC here soon. I can't get over some of this Killing the Children 6th print. Such an awesome cover. Yeah, I mean, it speaks volumes. The what's happening in that cover. Yes, I agree. Hey, Andy, we are 6th print bros now. We are. It is graded. It is done, and it is 9.8. And I got a fuzzy over here, too. There you go, Skeff. There's a fuzzy. I got you. CGCD's books. Yes, absolutely. I can't wait to do another one. The dojo is the place to be. It is nerve-wracking down here in the dojo because this CEO down over here is cracking the whip real hard for the next batch to go out. Got chills from the unwrapping. Absolutely awesome haul. Thanks for being here, man. I've only done one submission. I was super excited when I got it back. That's kind of the draw to these, is I don't peek at the grades. I'm like a lot of other people. I don't peek at the grades. I just pick the best books possible that I can find, whether right off the shelf or whatever I can find online anywhere. And I pay for pressing and cleaning on everything. Not a single book comes back that hasn't been pressed and cleaned, just in case. Stacy didn't even know what these books were, but was getting pumped and excited because you were excited. I was just nervous as hell. Stacy, I can't wait to be there to see you to slap Panda later. We will be sending out more books once I get done with my new press. Absolutely, dude, I can't wait for Seawoodard's next batch. Did you get those Ronin books back, Seawoodard? Man, those have been out for a long time. Andy, I have old slab of Saga RRP. Is it possible to lose the great? Yes. So Boone, please tell me you're still here watching. If not, Boone on the replay, catch me on Instagram and I can help you answer this question. You have an old slab of the RRP of Saga. Be very careful. If you crack it and press it yourself and resubmit it, they are going to regrade the book. If you take the entire slab and send it over to them and do a reholder, there's a chance that they won't regrade it, but there's a chance that they will regrade it, depending on what they find. It's a slippery slope. Honestly, there's a few different avenues that you can approach on that, but hit me up on Instagram and send me a message and let's talk about that on the side after the show. There's a lot at play when it comes to a book of that caliber, because it is tripled in price in the last year or so. I might get my Star Wars, the Clone Wars. Yes, do it, Ricky. If you do post a video, absolutely. Yeah, you got lucky. Absolutely. Noun. I'm terrible with words, so you're probably making fun of me, and I definitely understand that. Excited for you, with you, Andy. Congrats on the great slabs. Thanks for being here, G Money Man. Those books are epic, and I'm excited that a chunk of them definitely hit the grades we thought they would. Most of them, actually. I'm waiting on my UF4 second print to come back from CGC, so I need the 9.8 vibes. Everybody give Luke's Comics those 9.8 vibes, because like I've got the variant of that second print, that Sarah Pacelli, if I remember correctly, that's going to be going to CGC here soon as well. So I can't wait to see what happens with that. Shattered Glass Comic Reviews. Thanks for being here. Great show, Andy. Thanks, man. I appreciate the feedback. This is a very nerve-wracking unboxing to do. Holy moly. Paul Dunn says, I love Skeff. Absolutely. Question mark. Oh, I need to do a live show soon. That would be stellar. Skeff, man, doing live shows. Absolutely. What should we read for the next Modern Men? Ooh. Got to put that up for a vote. One more day. Absolutely. Did you guys do Luther Strode on Modern Men? See what? I don't know. Did we? I don't know if we did that. We got to look into that. The Comic Dojo is the place to be. Downright Nerdy Podcast. Congratulations on your sale today on the Whatnot app. I know there were a couple of challenges, but man, that was a good time. And I really, really should have went harder for that Jim Lee cover, that Jim Lee Punisher cover with Wolverine. I really should have went harder for that one. But what comics does your wife keep in her craft room? Please ask. So what do you keep in your craft room?
Mostly Star Wars.
Mostly Star Wars.
I have some one-offs some one-off titles that I've picked up here and there.
Yeah?
That I just haven't kept. Like I didn't like the storyline, so I didn't keep up with it.
Like what?
I think I brought like the first couple of issues of Philadelphia.
You did?
I did.
You're holding on to Philadelphia up there. You do realize that Philadelphia is a sought-after title right now.
Well, shoot.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I think I have maybe the first.
So you mean to tell me while I was pulling Philadelphia from my own pull list and reading it down here, you were buying additional copies of Philadelphia and you were reading upstairs?
Yeah. Surprise! I think I have like the first 2 or 3 issues, I think.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I just didn't keep up with it, so I quit.
What else you got up there?
Star Wars, War of the Bounty Hunters.
Yep.
That's the big one I have up there.
We've been reading that.
Yeah.
Look at you specking Philadelphia.
Honestly, I'd have to look. I think that's all I have.
Oh my.
Pretty much just Star Wars and those couple of Philadelphia.
Read it and you can crap all over it. Drew loves crapping all over some books. Sarah tells better jokes than Andy. Yes, I agree with that statement. Too good of a joke. Absolutely. You're welcome, sir. G Monet in the house. True, but a low bar, Bearded. They're saying that I set you a very low bar, that you didn't have to work very hard to achieve a higher bar.
We just have different bars.
Different bars. Well,
you have the dad joke bar.
This is true. CG someone is drinking too much bread water. You're not wrong. I am exhausted. This has taken a lot of energy out of me. I was so nervous over a couple of these books, and I am still kind of like the Canto book. Like I can't fathom the Canto book getting a 9.0. That's gonna be the first thing I dip into after this. Is oh my God, somebody's sending me Miss Bearded. Holy shit, Bearded Comic Bro. Uh-oh. 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 Here we go. Okay, so let me finish out the show here, but there's some messages. Panda, I think Panda's pranking me right now. But I don't think we read that one, Thunderhouse. Thought about checking it out. Absolutely. Thanks, Bearded Comic Bro. I've been sending a lot more books out that are not pressed. Interesting, Skeff. Yeah, Skeff's been sending out a lot more for pre-screening and a lot of books out to CBCS. All the Ronins came back 9.8. Good job, Seawater. We got those 2 back, and man, those took 10 months, I think. Boone is still here. Thanks for being here, man. Yes, hopefully I answered your question. Is there a chance they will regrade when you reholder? There is, yes. He's not asking. He's saying, yes, there is a chance they will regrade when you reholder. You got to look at the fine print. You definitely have to look at the fine print, Boone, when you're talking about that Saga RRP. But it might be something where you bite the bullet and sell and upgrade to a newer slab without having to regrade. I don't know. We can talk about that on Instagram or somewhere else, or we can do a whole show live about Saga coming up sometime soon. Let me finish wrapping up this chat here in the next 10 minutes before we go over a couple of announcements. Maria, thanks for being here. She says station. Thanks for being here. Absolutely. Oh, that is scary. Yeah, it's scary when you're talking about a book that is now a $4,000 to $6,000 book, depending on asking prices and what's going to sell. It's a book that's turning into a ghost book, much like the Comic-Con India, but the Comic-Con India doesn't carry the value that the RRI does for some reason. Not for some reason. The most people don't know about that India variant. The India variant is so incredibly rare, it's just not sought after. You know what I mean? Also, Andy, did you ever get your last run of number 1? We did. We got the 2 back. We did those as giveaways on the Whatnot app for a couple of auctions that were happening there. That's my line. Send him the 9.8 vibes. Absolutely. Skeff needs 9.8 vibes too if he ever does more UF4s. Shots fired. I thought that was guaranteed to stay the same for a reholder. Not always. You got to read the fine print. Reholders don't always stay the same grade, and it depends on the way they receive the slabs and what happens with there's for legal reasons, they're obviously covered when they try to crack the slab. If damage is caused to the book while they try to crack the slab open, they're not going to be accountable for that damage. You're signing off that if they do cause damage, that they're not accountable for that. So that's one of the reasons too. So it's just we got to read the small fine print when it comes to reholdering books. Going to wait until the rest of the last runner is out to send the rest, and we'll probably get the hardcover to reread. We're going to be waiting years at this point, right? Last Ronin got delayed again. Issue 4 got delayed quite a bit. Two Brothers Comics did another release of information talking about that. Skeff says, I love Paul Dunn. Absolutely, Paul. Thanks for being here, man. And Andy, congrats on being a comic book. Yes. So Skeff says, congrats on being on a comic book. The Whatnot crew went and did a incentive for Invincible #1. They did a Robert Kirkham cover that is absolutely dope. On the back of that cover, the back cover is a Whatnot advertisement listing a number of Whatnot sellers, and Skeff with a number of other ones are on, another number of other people are on there, along with Comic Man Andy. My name is on the back of a comic book, and that's kind of surprising. Waiting to see those things get printed and shipped out, and we'll see what happens, but holy moly.
I'm married to a celebrity.
I know, no celebrity. I'm married to a celebrity. Holy moly. We didn't do Luther Strode. Maybe we should. Maybe that should be up next. Hold a bit longer. Absolutely. Andy, I'm out. I'll message you sometime. Thanks for the awesome haul. Congrats on the Killer Books. Boone, thanks for being here. Absolutely. Hit me up anytime on Instagram. That Jim Lee cover OA is comic like only 72,000. I got to go back and look at that. Ricky Markstadt, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of the Comic Dojo, man. Way to go. Andy's wife, Stoutman says, and I keep forgetting that you're reading the chat as I'm going down it too. Drew, what Justin Jordan book did we do? Remember, it didn't go over very well. Oh, yeah, about that. Skeffy, how did we get a copy? Interesting. That terrible fantasy book. We should have read Spread. Ooh. Nerdy Couch is in the house, man. The unboxing happened in the first half of this show. So after this post, catch the replay on the first half. We're also going to cut and edit like a 10 to 15 minute version of this. Excuse me. A 10 to 15 minute version of this is going to get cut down and chopped and reposted for everybody that wasn't able to hang out for the hour-long show. Spread was great from what I read. Absolutely. That'd be interesting. Andy, I sent you a link on Instagram that will give you a nice laugh after the show. I'm definitely going to look into that here soon. Skeff's just pulling unpressed 9.9s left and right. Skeff is the man with the 9.9s that's happening right now. It is absolutely outstanding. Reaver was that bad Jordan book. It was bad. Reaver was, yeah, okay. Well, here's a serious question we need to address right now. Andy, have you ever read Saga?
What's that?
What's that? Yeah, maybe not. That's right, Reaver. I remember you hating that book. God, Dad, Drew hated that book. Burly Irishman. Andy, how's your Monday evening going? The Monday evening is going incredibly crazy. I mean, we went from, you didn't want to talk about, we went from that, somebody's killing children. I'm tripping over my own dry tongue because IPAs dry my tongue out. 9.8, something's killing the children, number one. We went all the way from that to a sixth print 9.8 out of the CGC unboxing 9.8, all the way to the foil comics and oddities 9.8, absolutely outstanding, to a Canto retailer incentive 9.8, which is absolutely outstanding, to what happened here? A book that was only read once and put back. Like, this is going to get CPR'd. It's going to get CPR'd. We're going to crack that one. They're not, for some reason, they didn't give that book any leeway for the printer defects at all. And then we went to this Saga, but that's not just any Saga. That's the Comic-Con India. This is only the third one on the census at an 8.5. It's the lowest one on the census right now, but it is the best copy that we've been able to find anywhere in the last 2 years. If anybody's selling that 9.4 that I see on the census, hit me up. I'm buying. We're buying. The family's buying. Oh boy. So you keep asking Skeff how many 9.9s he is up to now. I don't know. I lost track after like 5 or 6. I couldn't keep up with how many he was getting. Reaver was pretty bad. Agreed, man. I have no idea where you're going to get the Invisible book. Yeah, I have no idea how we're going to get him either. I would imagine that because Whatnot has our shipping addresses logged with them as sellers, they might just ship them out to us. I don't know. Or are we going to buy them? I don't know. I'd be in for a copy. Good night, Michael. Thanks for being here. Absolutely. 9.9, he says. 9.9. Yes, absolutely. 9.9. I accidentally swallowed a bunch of Scrabble tiles. So John says he swallowed a bunch of Scrabble tiles. My next trip to the bathroom could spell disaster. Literally and figuratively. Oh, absolutely. Oh, John, he says. That is it. I'm at 10, he thinks. 10 9.9s. I don't even know. I am emotionally spent. I'm in a glass case of emotions, and I am spent, and I'm exhausted. I don't know. What do you guys think? This has been nuts. Leave a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that reaction bell. Join this comic collecting adventure and journey. Holy moly. But so the two announcements, now that we're done with the recap, we've gone over the books, is September 18th coming up. Just about 3 weeks away. The Slabaganza giveaway is September 18th. It's a Saturday. Mm-hmm. We're going to go live. It's going to be down here in the Comic Dojo. The producers are going to be down here hanging out, helping out with that. And we're going to give away 8 packages. There's 8 slabs to give away. And in those packages, there's going to be the Saga trade paperbacks included as well. Then there's also some giveaway books from the 616 comics that they've sent. If you've watched past streams, you'll see that those were some House of Slaughter free comic book day books. So I'll be happy to add those up into there, and let's give away some books to the community and give away some big slabs. There's some big 9.8s to give away in that. But man, everybody here hanging out, I can't thank you guys enough. Fun chat, fun show, worth the $5. Drew Manchu, thanks for the super chat, man. Awesome stuff. Later, everyone. Congrats again on the Great Hall, Andy. And that was a roller coaster of a ride. Better put that date in your calendar, little. Yes, September 18th, Slabaganza giveaway. It's going to be earlier in the Saturday evening. We're going to do an early dinner, and we're going to run for probably 3-4 hours, 5 hours, whatever it takes to give those books away on September 18th. All of those. Big giveaway wheel. Absolutely. Come on, mama. Hashtag Slabaganza giveaway. Man. So there's that. The next Whatnot auction is also scheduled for the weekend before that, if I remember correctly. A weekend after that, actually. So that should be the 24th. Yep. September 24th, the next Whatnot auction is set up. And the next CGC submission should be going out anytime soon. And I think we're going to do all Something is Killing the Children books. I think we're going to do all Something is Killing the Children books coming up next. Or it's going to be 10 books. And I don't even know what to expect now. 21 business days on this last order. I was nervous that they were going to be pushing those books too fast. And I kind of feel like that's may have what happened is they took the easy 9.8s and said, yep, these are 9.8s and chucked them along. And then the harder to grade books like the 8.5 and the 9.0, I feel like they were really hard on them, like, because they were just really fast. They didn't even bother to, like, I could have sworn the Canto ones were getting a little bit of leeway with those creases. This one got none. Either way, I'm definitely going to CPR that book because it's just the corners are too crisp. The book is too clean. It's literally only the 3 creases. We're going to go look at the grader's nose next here. So thanks for everybody for hanging out. You want to join that live show? Absolutely. So that live show, the Slavaganza giveaway on the 18th is going to be Skeff. There's going to be anybody that's interested in joining live and hanging out, send me a message and we'll put some stuff together. Absolutely. We'll see how that's going to go. Sarah, Andy needs a hug. I need a hug. She needs a hug too. She's invested in this as well. How many does Nick Fury have? Just one. Oh. How many eyes does Nick Fury have? This is a good one. Yeah, wow. Wow.
That's a good one.
That is a really good one. Stop, man. Absolutely. Thanks for being here, man. Have a great night. Wait, turnaround times are 100+ days, and Andy's complaining. So I'm complaining about the fact that they probably cut some corners. I would have rather waited the 85 to 100 days and have 0 corners cut and have the books come back in the grades that we felt they should have been after pressing and cleaning. I'm a creature of habit. I'm a tortoise. All good things come to those who wait. I don't mind waiting at all. The fact that this submission came back in 21 days is a little scary. Makes me wonder if we should bother doing fast tracking again. I don't know, but I digress. Absolutely. Everybody have a great night. Great show. Thanks for being here. This is Mail Call Monday. We're over an hour, running long. It is time to call it a night, and it is time to wind down because I am emotionally spent. I don't know how you guys feel right now, but holy shit. Y'all know how I'm going to do it, right? I'm going to go peace out. I'm going to go piggies out. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side for the next video. Remember, the most important part, all day, every week, every month, every year. Be original and take care of each other.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Excuse me while I change. The roller buggy has made me sweaty. Yeah, sweaty. I love gold. I love gold.
I have a package for you.
What do you think?
I know you're still live.
Oh, I can't trap you when you're looking at it on the other screen. God bless America.